Introduction. The story of the Song of Roland is an old one that portrays the struggle between evil and good. This is clearly seen between the Christian Franks led by Charlemagne, who represents good and God's will, while Muslim Saracens representing pure evil. Main body. In this story, Roland is Charlemagne's nephew and a very daring champion who understands well the Frankish operation in Spain. He is well thought out as a conqueror in the Song of the Roland. Olivier is also among the 12 leaders of France and a greatest friend to Roland. He is considered to be intelligent because as they fight with the Saracens, he sees danger and therefore asks Roland to squall the horn. Turpin is an archbishop who really fights hard and dies beside Roland. He is considered a plump and an intrepid leader. Ganelon is Roland's stepfather. Ganelon is elected by Roland to be the envoy to Saracens, which hurts him, and therefore he decides to revenge by setting a snare with the pagan to destroy Roland. At the end of the war, fairness is served when Roland is conquered by the pagans, and on blowing the horn, Ganelon tells Charlemagne that he is deceiving, therefore Charlemagne tells the cooks to guard him like a thief, and later he is killed by 4 sizzling horses, which brings about his execution. Roland can be well thought out to be the ideal knight. He shows a combination of all the virtues in the ruling of Charlemagne and knew about the battlefield. Since he was supposed to be the helper and close advisor of the king in war times, it was very important for him to have the skills. The knight had to be courageous, as seen in line 87 when Roland and Oliver are armed and mounted on their horses. Not even death can make them shy from the battle. This is well illustrated in the Battle of the Franks, where Oliver urges Roland to blow his Oliphant horn after seeing an overwhelming number of pagans on the battlefield, but Roland feels it's not important for him to ask for any assistance. Instead, he wants to fight. At last, the two are overcome by pagans, and that's when he decides to blow the horn. Roland the knight shows a lot of determination, as illustrated in line 155, where he draws his almus, his sword, of polished steel, in his last breath and still fights. In Charles's description, a knight must be one on a mission and one with acknowledgement from divinity for the work that he has done. In line 156, when Roland decided to blow the horn and the church burst, leading to blood shedding and his eventual death. When he is about to die, he tries to ensure that he destroys his weapon to make sure that the pagans did not get the sword and use it to kill his army. This depicts one with a great compassion and who cares about others. Even on his rim of death and out-of-breath wound, page 161.2173, cares of not his pain but of the others. In the Song of the Roland, Roland the knight is seen to be bold and skillful and one who knew the Frankish campaign in Spain, allowing no compromise with the Saracens. This is well depicted in fighting field. Roland's boldness is seen when he is chosen by Ganelon to take control over the group and lead them. He doesn't protest but accepts the responsibility with the strong conviction that this had not been done out of a clean heart, but not knowing that it was his stepfather's plot. The knight was expected to be confident, as Roland is said to be confident that the Christians will rejoice even after the pagans defeating them. Roland promises his men they'll win, and all sing in unison a song of jubilation, and all sure to win they set off to attack the Saracens. The knight was expected to be fearless. Roland was fearless to a point of no recklessness. Roland does not listen to the advice of Oliver to thud the horn until he is truly defeated. He is also very daring to a point of going ahead and attacking the enemy, as he goes ahead to attack the enemy proudly, hoping that he would win and be considered as a hero. Roland has deep love and is a dedicated Christian to a point of wounding the Marcilla right hand in order to make sure that he was not in a position to use that hand anymore, hence making him inactive and not harm anyone. Conclusion. During the reign of Charlemagne, it can be concluded that the ideal knight had the characteristics of Ronald by displaying fearless determination of the highest order in fighting the enemies. StudyCorgi.com has everything you need for successful studies. Writing tools, informative articles, and essay samples. Come check it out.